Bundesliga is in mourning for one of the greatest footballers of all time, Franz Beckenbauer, who has died at the age of 78. Der Kaiser shaped German football like no other player, and as well as winning the FIFA World Cup and European Championships with Germany, he was also a German champion 5 times and a winner of 3 European Cups at Bayern Munich. As a coach, the Munich native was also a World Cup and Bundesliga winner. From working-class roots to Der Kaiser, the extraordinary career of Franz Beckenbauer. On July 8, 1990, Franz Beckenbauer embarked on a solitary walk across the Stadio Olimpico pitch in Rome. Just a few meters away, the West Germany team he had coached to a FIFA World Cup triumph courtesy of a 1-0 final victory over Argentina celebrated the historic moment, allowing their emotions to run wild. The images were seen around the world, but what was going through the great man's mind at that very moment? Beckenbauer never elaborated, and now he never will. He may have been looking back on the journey, which started as a child of working-class parents from Munich, that had led him to that unforgettable night in the Eternal City. Sometimes, one seemingly unimportant incident can have huge implications. In 1958, an SCO6 Munich youngster was punched in the face by an 1860 Munich opponent, subsequently deciding against a move to Die Lohen's youth academy despite being a boyhood fan. Instead, that 13-year-old, called Franz Beckenbauer, made the switch to Bayern Munich out of hurt and defiance. The rest, as they say, is history. Nobody knows how Beckenbauer's career would have turned out had he moved to Munich's second club, who were more prestigious than Bayern at the time, as planned in 1959. Would the gulf between the two teams be as pronounced as it is today? It is something that Germany's greatest ever footballer didn't give much thought to. It was simply fate that my 1860 opponent clashed and that I then chose red instead of blue, Beckenbauer explained years later in a radio interview with Bayerischer Rundfunk, who had set up a meeting with the Bayern star and his teenage starring partner. In the end, I can only be grateful that Gerhard Koenig gave me a slap. Nicknamed Der Kaiser, meaning the Emperor, Beckenbauer enjoyed a legendary career as a player with Bayern Munich, Hamburg and the New York Cosmos. His most notable club success came with Bayern, making 582 appearances for them. Only 4 players have featured more in the Bavarians' history, and winning 13 major honors. At international level, Beckenbauer earned 103 caps with West Germany and was the captain of their 1974 World Cup winning side. After retiring from playing, Beckenbauer became West Germany manager in 1984. He won the World Cup as a coach in 1990 and is one of only 3 men, the others being Brazil's Mario Zagallo, who died last week, and France's Didier Deschamps, to win the World Cup as both a player and manager. Beckenbauer also had brief managerial stints with Marseille and Bayern before stepping away from management altogether in 1996. He later became vice president of the German FA and headed their successful bid to host the 2006 World Cup. FIFA investigated a bribery case against Beckenbauer over this bid, but their ethics committee closed a 5-year investigation in 2021 after the statute of limitation expired. During his retirement, Beckenbauer also spent time as a commentator for high-profile German outlet